Roasted Bakers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nini and I love to create healthier recipes. We're making a bark today. We're making a 3-ingredient roasted pecan toffee bark. And yes, it is only 3 ingredients. Okay, 4 if you include salt, but everybody has salt, so I'm not going to include that as an ingredient, and it's also an optional ingredient. This type of recipe feeds a crowd. You're gonna get about 28 to 30 pieces out of it. It looks like something you buy in a store, but it's so easy to make. And it is also very customizable. I'm using dark chocolate, I'm using pecans, and I'm using store-bought toffee. You can use any type of chocolate, you can combine your chocolates, you can use really any kind of nuts. I'm using pecans, but I think almonds would be really fantastic here. Hazelnuts would be really fantastic here. You can even combine your nuts together, guys, and make this recipe. Just kind of create your own little thing and create flavors that you really love. The toffee bits you can buy in store now. They come in a little bag. I'll show you a picture of that as we go through the video. But it's so easy. You can make your own toffee if you like, guys. If you have your own recipe and just chop it up into really tiny little pieces. But I'm going to choose to buy it because it's something that is easy to find, and you know, it kind of brings me back to my childhood. It's the Score days, you know, the Score bar. That's what it tastes like. That with chocolate and any kind of nut, you can include me in because I love all 3 of those things. I have a gathering this weekend and I thought this would be a really great treat to bring. I did ensure that nobody had any nut allergies, so that's great. But again, as I said, guys, it feeds a crowd and it is customizable. I really hope you guys give this one a try. It is kind of addictive. You can't just have one piece. So before we get to the recipe, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click that notification bell. So let's learn how to make this really delicious 3-ingredient roasted pecan toffee bark. First thing, we're going to line a 9x13 baking pan. You can also use a baking sheet for this as well. We're going to preheat our oven to 350 and we're going to roast our pecans. So this is 1.5 cups of pecans. Again, you can use almonds, hazelnuts, or a combination. You want to ensure that you spread them out into an even layer so they roast evenly. We are going to bake at 350 for 8 to 9 minutes, and I do like to mix them around halfway through. Once they're ready, we are going to let them cool completely, and I like to add them to a bowl or a plate, and we're going to let them cool for about 10 minutes. So why don't we melt our chocolate? This is 1 pound of dark chocolate. You can use a combination of semi or dark, whatever you like. We will need a food processor, and we are going to add our cooled pecans to the food processor. And I like using the processor because you're able to get really fine bits in just 5 or 6 pulses. And we want this to be pretty small. We want it to match the size of our toffee bits. These are the toffee bits that I'm using, which you can find in most grocery stores. You will need 1 cup of toffee bits. And we'll set that aside. So I've melted my chocolate in a double boiler. Just the chocolate. We are going to add 1 cup of the pecan pieces. We're going to save the rest for the top. And we're going to add about 3/4 cup of the toffee, and we'll save the rest for the topping as well. And we're just going to give this a good mix. If you don't want to use as much toffee, you can use half, and you can replace the other half with maybe some toasted coconut. I think that would be lovely. But again, guys, you guys can use your imagination here. We're going to set that aside. We're going to grab our lined baking dish and we're going to pour our chocolate pecan toffee mixture. Using a spatula, we're going to spread this out in an even layer from corner to corner. There's something very satisfying about doing this. And we're going to add the remaining pecan pieces to the top. And the remaining toffee. And lastly, we're going to add a few pinches of flaky sea salt. You can use any kind of good sea salt that you have at home here. I use about 2 good pinches. And that's it. We are now going to refrigerate this for a minimum of 3 hours before we cut into it. Enjoy our 3-ingredient roasted pecan toffee bark. It is perfect for this time of year or any time of year. Perfect for gift giving, perfect for gatherings, or just something to have in the fridge to munch on during the week. It is excellent. I highly, highly recommend that you make this recipe. Enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to our channel for more healthy recipes. If you do try this roasted pecan toffee bark, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so you guys know when we post our new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy baking.